I have an old bayonet that I came across. It looks to be in pretty good shape. However, the sheath looks like it needs to be cleaned up. So that's what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is, I've got some rubbing alcohol. Just going to put it on there. And use it to clean off a lot of this mildew. Just going to rub it on with my finger. Being that it's a gel, it won't absorb automatically. And the alcohol will dry relatively quickly. So you don't have to worry about it getting absorbed into the leather. Get it on all the mildew, that way it'll kill it. Also help clean it up a little bit. You could use a cloth to do this, but I'd rather use my finger, and then that way I can feel the grain of the leather if there's any damage or imperfections when I'm going over it, and that way I'll know if I have to do anything else to the leather to bring it up to a better standard. Just want to cover the whole thing. And if you have anything extra on there, just wipe it down. Because the alcohol will dry out the leather more than it needs to be. And if you're not sure when's the last time it was oiled or maintained, that's probably best just to get it off. Alright, looks pretty good. Alright, now just have to let it sit and dry out. And then once the alcohol is dried out, we're going to oil it. Now that it's dried off from the alcohol, from the hand sanitizer, I'm going to use canola oil to oil it. One of the reasons that I use canola oil, sometimes vegetable oil, is it's cheap, it's food safe, and typically you don't have to get any sort of special oil for leather. Sometimes I use used motor oil whenever I want to make leather a darker color, depending on how dark I want it. If you want something real dark, diesel used motor oils, good. Something that's just a darker brown, I just use regular used motor oil from really any vehicle. And then you can use unused motor oil, which I would just prefer to use vegetable oil for doing most leathers. Just easier to keep on hand. Chances are you already have some, so you don't have to go and buy anything. You just want to work it in, and once the leather soaks it up, you may need to do an additional coat for the leather. pretty much it. It will have a darker look to it for a little bit, but once it finishes soaking in the oil, it'll lighten back up again. Another thing is to make sure that it's actual leather, because if it's synthetic leather, then you're just rubbing oil on nothing. And it won't soak it in, and you might even damage it. But with real leather, you want to make sure you use it properly. Make sure you're taking care of it by putting oil on it, and you could wax it. It's not something I'm going to do. I don't have any wax on hand that I could use to coat it to keep the oil in it. Also, when you put the oil on, I just got some cotton hand towels. I prefer to use cotton. Cotton usually holds better. It doesn't oversaturate the oil whenever you're rubbing it in. But I've never tried microfiber cloth, but you can try it. Or if you have the wicker quick dry stuff, you use old shirts for rags, that kind of thing. And as you can see, it's been a while, so it's drying pretty quick. I'll probably let the oil soak this up a little bit. Sorry, the leather soak the oil up a little bit. And then I might come back through with another coat, but that's it. And like I said, it'll look dark because the oil's damp, but once it dries, it'll actually lighten in color. That's it. So this is it. It's oiled up, cleaned. You just got to put it back together.